Oh.
Oh.
Well, we got that one on camera.
Ha. Motherfucker.
Motherfucker, that's the lesson learned. Motherfucker.
Oh, motherfucker. Holy crap. Hi. Where am I again?
I don't know you.
Fuck, what's my name? Oh. Joe. I'm Joe, how are you?
How are you?
Very good.
I'm pretty good.
Okay, cool. Hi, pretty good. Okay. Well, we haven't had a video in a while, and, we've been very pissed off the past week about America.
Yeah.
How, you know, queers and homosexuals can fly a rainbow flag that offends almost every religion known to man, but we can't fly a Confederate flag that displays our entire history. Somehow it's racist.
And now it's legal in all 50 states to stick it in the butt.
Yeah.
Faggots.
But we can't
Fly
a Confederate flag. They can try. It's still up there on the flagpole, but it's not going to come down. And whoever tries to take it down won't take it down alive. That's what today's video is going to be about. Pack your pizza rolls, motherfucker. Yep.
We're so entertaining.
Probably got 3 solid subscribers. Thank you, number 3.
What's their name again?
No fucking idea. Hey, this is Southern. This is Southern Pride one, right?
No, that's Confederate camo.
Confederate camo mud jug. Pretty. So, one fateful morning, I woke up from a deep sleep. It was a normal morning. Woke up, had breakfast, threw a dip in, and I sat down and I watched TV. It just so happened that the TV was on channel something, and it was the news. So some police chase or something was on TV. So I checked the Snapchat. Right, that's what it is. Snapchat.
I think chat.
Snap.
It's something with an S.
Something with an S. I went on that, the little ghost thingy, and Snapchatting some people, and I went through the filters just to see what was there. I got to the end, and I saw a fucking rainbow with a white equal sign, And I thought, what the fuck is that?
And some shit in rainbows saying making history.
Yeah, making history. Oh, like fucking each other in the ass.
Or like making for bad fucking parents.
Exactly. So, I, right then and there, the news came on. And people are cheering. And I'm thinking, so help me God, if they did this all of a sudden, right when they want to take down the Confederate flag, that they made gay marriage legal? Oh, big mistake. And then what happened? They said it right on TV. Gay marriage legal in all 50 states. That's some shit.
But Texas, that was doing good. But then they fucked up.
Alabama, God bless Alabama. Alabama was very pissed off about that. They did not want to follow it at all. Their governor or something got on TV and he said that he is 100% against it, and about 85% of Alabama's population said that they were completely against it, but there was nothing they could do about it because it was like a, I don't know what they call it, like
Nationwide.
something, yeah. So they have to follow it, and they didn't want to follow it, and I'm sure plenty of other states didn't want to follow it. I know for a fact Texas probably wouldn't want to follow that shit.
Well, I mean, Texas number, steers and queers, but
No, I know a lot of people in Texas who are steers and queers. But I get what you're saying with the Full Metal Jacket reference. Like, faggots and sailors are named Lawrence. But I don't understand how this country, comment if I'm wrong, I don't think I am, but I don't understand how this country could be founded upon like Christianity, the Protestant religion. Am I missing any? Am I missing? Is that like the main two that this country was founded on?
the main, yeah.
Like Christianity, Catholicism, and the Protestant religion. I don't. And then you can all of a sudden make a decision that's against all three main religions that this country was founded upon. That just doesn't make sense to me. But then you can, and they can fly their flags that personally offends my religion. But we can't go out there and fly a Confederate flag because it offends people. No, I can't even say pick up a textbook and read through it because the textbooks say the same. They say what the people want to hear. And what the people want to hear isn't right.
Man, I just had, after all this happened, I went on Instagram, and this is after I went on that ghost app thing, and I posted something, and it had that gay-ass flag with the equal sign. I said, this offends the shit out of me. So there's lesbian chicks, she screenshots it and starts messaging me. She said how I don't know nothing about the Confederate flag. She said my tattoo is stupid because I don't know what the Confederate flag means. And then
yet we're sitting here in a southern state.
Yeah.
But
And
somehow
then-
we don't know what the flag of the South is.
And then after that, she went on Instagram and posted a picture, the screenshot of my Snapchat thing. And she, as she described, she went off on me. She said all lies and things that made me laugh. Like
I
that.
don't mean to cut you off, but then her girlfriend hopped on and said,
Oh.
please keep your heterosexuality to yourself. It offends my religion.
Fuck religion is she.
What kind of religion are you following? Every religion that I've ever sat down and read about, which isn't many, but I know pretty much, I know a lot about the three main religions that this country was founded upon, and in every single one of them, in every single book about them, Homosexuality is completely frowned upon in all
It's a
of those
sin.
religions. It is a sin. You can go to hell for it.
I hope the fuck they do.
But it's legal here. You can keep it to yourself. You can be gay. If you're gay and I don't know you're gay, I don't care.
I don't want to fucking know.
I don't want to know. But it's when they make it completely noticeable. They come up to you and they're throwing their hands around and their hand motions and shit, and they make it completely noticeable, and then that offends me when you're invading my personal space and throwing your hands around and acting completely gay. That offends the shit out of me. My mom is friends with someone, well, back in the 80s, she knew someone who was gay. And I met this guy, and I was like, alright, I don't know if I want to meet you, I don't think I do. But what he said, someone came up to him and said, congratulations, and he looked at me and he said, congratulations for what? And he said, for gay rights being legalized all throughout the United States. He goes, you're congratulating me for that? I think that's complete bullshit. That came out of a gay guy's mouth. And I'm listening, and I'm thinking, why the hell? And he goes on and says, I was raised a Catholic. I understand that my sexuality is a sin. I pray to God every night asking for forgiveness. I can't help that. And I get that. He can't. That's just him. That came out of a gay guy's mouth. He understands what he is doing is a sin. He prays to God for forgiveness. Now, I'm not God. I don't know if that'll work or not because I don't know. But at least he knows what he's doing goes against his religion. And he asks for forgiveness because of it. Not like every other gay person in this goddamn fucking country who goes out there and flies their rainbow fucking flag. He does it.
Their ass crack.
He does it. His sexuality he keeps on the low because he knows it's wrong. That's what this country should have done. It goes against every religion that this country was founded upon. And they can sit in a courtroom and decide, hey, let's completely throw religion out of the fucking window. Let's throw what started this country out of the fucking window and let's make it completely legal. All while trying to erase the South's fucking history. Now, does that make any fucking sense to you?
No, but it offends me.
It offended the fuck out of me. I don't understand how you can make that shit legal and then completely try to fucking erase that shit.
You're gonna go against a religion that's been around for thousands of years.
Before this country thousands of years before this country was even fucking founded.
Let's see what. It was founded 2,015 years ago.
There was religion before that.
Not Christianity.
Well, not Christianity, but there were religions, and I'm pretty goddamn sure homosexuality was against those first religions too.
Yeah, I'm talking about Christianity here. But all those other religions, yeah, they're all against homosexuality.
Even the fucking goat fuckers are against that.
Yeah.
And that is saying something. ISIS would behead you if you were homo. I fucking hate them all. I want to leave right now and fucking kill them all. Believe me, I do. I've had deaths in my family because of them. But even they are against homosexuality, and that is saying something.
And for our government to just go against thousands of religions that have been around for thousands of years, go against that just so that they can make some people happy.
A very small percentage of those people.
But then they can try to erase a major part of world history, not just U.S. history, world history.
Because that set the stage for banning slavery everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's still slavery going on, but that's not here. You still have that in, like, Africa. That's blacks enslaving blacks.
Everybody thinks...
And people think all the slaves were white.
No, slave owners.
Well, what
No
I'm
way.
trying to say is while slavery was going on, there were whites who came over from Europe. I can't remember the name of them, but they came over from Europe. They would sign a contract with a farm owner or whoever needed them. They would sign a contract with them, and they would be their property for those 5 years until they could pay off everything that, because the farm owners would have to pay for equipment, food, whatever those slaves needed, and then they would work until they could pay off those debts. And when they did, after those amount of years that they signed their contract for, they were freed. Those were whites from Europe.
And also a large percentage of the Irish population were all slaves. I forget who else. There was a very, very large amount of percentage of slaves that were white. People think, oh, all the slaves were black. No. Probably about half or even less than half were black.
But you only know about the blacks because they made a big deal about it. Now, don't get me wrong, slavery was a big deal. It was. And it was wrong, but the United States weren't even the first ones in Africa. I'm pretty sure the French were. The French, I don't know. If you know, leave it in a comment. But it was either the French or the British that went over there.
And they weren't even the first slaves here. The Native Americans were the first slaves here.
I think it had something to do with like imperialism in Africa when everyone. No, that's going way too far back. Or I don't know. That's before. No, maybe it's not. I know there was like imperialism with like Japan, Britain, bunch of European and Asian countries wanted pieces of Africa because of their resources and minerals and stuff, so they went in there and colonized it themselves and used the Africans as slave labor. Oops. Bear with us. This is kind of a last minute again. Oh, this is interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Put something in front of it. Okay.
Yeah, getting back on the topic. I remember, I do believe that this movie or show, whatever it is, showed this and described it pretty well. It is, I believe it's a show called Roots. And I remember it wasn't Americans that went over and captured slaves. It was Europeans that went over, captured the slaves, and then went to the Americas and sold them.
That's how it started.
That is. And there were even Africans there that would capture other Africans from different tribes and sell them to the Europeans.
They sold their own people. That's how it all started. You had Africans catching Africans in nets, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
They would set up net traps, capture their own people, and go sell their own people.
And then, besides that, this day and age, all the blacks and the Spanish, they say, oh, we want to get rid of not slavery, but racism. If they want to get rid of it,
Stop causing it.
they have to stop causing it. The whites never do anything to cause, well, I can't say never. But majority
there
of the
are
time,
some shit ton. There are some extremely racist white people.
yeah,
There are.
Majority of the times, it's the blacks or the Hispanics saying something to the white folks.
And then they go and half the time they'll go blame the rednecks and the whites and the Confederate flag.
When they started,
The Ku Klux Klan, the KKK, doesn't even fly the Confederate flag.
they outlawed it.
They outlawed it within their whole clan because they didn't want to be associated. They fly the American flag.
The head dragon of the Ku Klux Klan
Wanted nothing to do with it.
banned it. Sent out a memo to all the branches, told them not to fly it.
They fly the American flag.
The only time you will see it is if that person, whoever's property it on,
Did it
it's
on their own terms.
did it on their own terms. It's not because they're part of the clan. No, that's their own beliefs.
You can come by this house, see the Confederate flag flying. It's everywhere.
Around my house, yeah.
It's everywhere. Not because we're racist. It's because we're proud. That flag, you can... The only reason it's racist is because people assume it is. They just see it and say, hey, the South had slaves. That was their battle flag. Therefore, that's racist. If that's the only reason people think that's racist, I can go off on a rant and explaining why the American flag would be racist then.
Tell them what happened when you went to go get your passport.
I want to go get a passport. I'm in the ROTC program, and I was given a chance to go on a Coast Guard cutter, on the Coast Guard cutter Eagle, for a week. So I took that opportunity. I went in to get my passport, and the guy who was doing the passports was black. I had my Confederate flag belt buckle on, and I was showing it proudly. And as I was getting ready to get my picture taken, he says, "It's a very nice belt buckle you have there." And I said, "Thank you very much." And he goes, "It's a shame." And I say, "What's a shame?" And he goes, "I'm from down south myself." And I say, "Are you really?" And he said, "Yes, I am." This is when we were still up at my cousin's for our family things. Everything settled. And he said, "I'm from down south myself." And I said, "Are you really?" And he said, "Yes, I am." And he said, "It's a damn shame what other blacks make that, what everyone else makes that flag out to be." And I said, "Yes, it is." And he said, down at my house down south, we fly it." That's a black man. He says we fly it. And he said all the other blacks he hangs out with down south are goddamn proud where they live, and they are damn proud of that flag. There's blacks up north that are proud of that flag.
Some.
There's a very select few, but there are some blacks that are goddamn proud of that flag.
And you know why?
Everyone
'Cause
assumes
they've done their research.
Exactly. Everyone assumes that all the blacks that fought for the South were forced to. Some were. Some chose to fight. Some even slaves were chose to fight for that. Chose to fight for the South because they were proud. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that slavery is a damn good thing, like, yeah, go slavery. No, I'm not saying that. But slavery gave some African American families a chance. If you had a troubled African family that was brought over here, they worked, they got food, they got a place to sleep. Now I've seen some of the places down south, they weren't good. But it may have been better than what they had over there.
And you know what? Most of the times, it was safer.
Yeah.
Because you never know.
I'm not saying it's a good thing, but if you did what you had to do, I'd say maybe 6, 7 out of 10 times, they left you alone to do your work. You may have gotten hollered at and everything, but you were left to do your work. Now, it's a shame that some people tried, well, not a shame that some people tried to escape, because obviously some people are harsher than others, but it's a shame that when they tried to escape, sometimes they were killed, sometimes they were captured and brought back, but if you think about it, it may have given some families a chance. And when it was all over, there was still prejudice and everything, and some jobs they weren't allowed to have. But some people accepted them after it was all over and gave them a chance to work for a living. Just like whites. They gave them a chance to work. Some jobs were close to them, I get that. But they had